Yo, we're going to be talking about what a stablecoin is, how it's going to impact our future, and exactly how you can use it to get paid. So, a stablecoin is a cryptocurrency and it's pegged to stable assets like fiat currencies such as USD, European, or even financial standards like gold to minimize volatility. And they're designed to combine the efficiency of crypto transactions with the stability of traditional currencies. Okay, so take Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example. They fluctuate a lot. People get in them in order to make money. They're trying to make percent gains on whatever capital they have invested in that. Okay, stable coins on the other end are used to park your money. Okay, so stable coins such as USDT, okay, which is going to be on the Tether network, and then we're going to have USDC, okay, and their goal is to be stable, hence the name stable coin, okay. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, etc., their goals is to fluctuate up and down because people are attempting to make profit. Okay, so Bitcoin's use, people are buying Bitcoin because it's a limited resource. There's only 21 million. Okay, people buy Ethereum because it powers DeFi. Okay, so it's useful there. People buy XRP due to the fact that it's owned by Ripple. Okay, people buy Doge due to the fact that it's owned by Elon. Okay, people buy Solana due to the fact that it's needed to trade meme coins. Okay, and people buy USDT and USDC, also known as stable coins, because they need a place to park their bread. Okay, they're trying to park their money on. Okay, you cannot park your money on within your bank account and then easily try and deposit and then withdraw again. Okay, it's not a lot of banks that are gonna let you do that within a quick manner without you getting flagged. Okay, so say you have $1 million, right? If you have $1 million and you can't instantly deposit that into your Coinbase, one, there's limits on how much you can buy per day. Okay, depending on what crypto broker you use. Okay, so but say somebody sent you $1 million, right, via USDC. Okay, if you got sent $1 million via wire transfer and may get flagged, okay, there may be something up with it. Your bank might call you. There's a middleman. Okay, but the whole reason stable coins exist is so people can park their bread without any middlemans existing. Okay, so people want to be able to just send their bread and park their bread without any weird middlemans existing. Okay, sometimes banks shut down, stuff like that. Okay, people want to just be able to park however much bread they want without any bank restrictions, without any weird stuff, and that's the purpose of stable coins. And stable coins now account for over 120 billion in circulation as of 2025, which is becoming the backbone of crypto trading. So if you guys are watching this from the future, hello. So let's talk about why stablecoins exist, okay? So let's get more into it. So once again, crypto volatility. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, etc. The goal is for them to go upward, okay? Because people are trying to make profit from whoever bought at the lows, okay? And stablecoins came out, such as, once again, USDT and USDC, in order for people to park their bread safely. So think of it like a crypto safe bank account, okay? Because if somebody sends you money, say Bob sends Joe money, okay, via Bitcoin, and Joe wakes up the next day and then he's down 5%, okay, say Bitcoin just had some news or something like that, okay, and then his money is down 5%. He didn't want to lose 5% on his bread, okay, but if he would have sent it via stable coin, the chances of that happening would have been infinitely lower, okay, hence the name stablecoin. So it's meant to be still, just like bank account, okay, unless you're signed up for some type of APY or some type of interest program in your bank, which is haram. By the way, God says interest is haram. So this is why we do trade, but trading is allowed. Okay. So I don't recommend APY or interest bank accounts. Don't do that. Park your money in some crypto and get some money legit way. Okay. So anyways, as far as An APY account, okay, people park their bread in there, try and get 1 to 3%, which is little tiny gains anyways. You don't even want that. Crypto significantly way bigger gains. You could see like 50% gains within a year, 2 years, 3 years, however much actually, depending on the cycle, the pump, and where you bought at. Okay. And stablecoins act as a refuge for traders and investors to park value without exiting the crypto markets. So say you have 10,000 parked in your Coinbase, okay? You can only deposit like 2,000 a day, for example, okay? It's going to be hard to put that 10K back in, especially if you've been stacking it up over months, okay? But when you just park it in your stable coin, okay, you can go ahead and keep that money there. And then when you're ready to buy whatever crypto dip you want, boom, invest right back into it. And you can just keep your money parked within your USDT or USDC, okay? Which is going to be a lot more convenient versus all that swapping from the bank account back to the wallet, okay? Which can be very convenient, and you can end up just eating up a lot of fees like that. And once again, depending on how much you're trying to withdraw and deposit, there's actually limits and stuff like that too. So let's talk about the transaction utility. So let's enable predictable pricing for goods and services and remittance worldwide as time goes on. Okay, so as time goes on, there's stuff like crypto cards being created. I know Coinbase has one. I have one personally where you can swipe your card and pay using crypto. Okay, so once again, if Billy Bob pays Joe for mowing his lawn, he can get paid via USDC, go use his crypto card and go spend it at the store instead of having to use things like Cash App, worry about getting banned, worry about not having a Zelle since no phone number or anything. Okay, so decentralized currency is now giving us a big opportunity in order to be free as human beings and really have some jurisdiction over our finances. Okay, so let's talk about how stablecoins work. So let's talk about the mechanisms behind stability. So fiat collateralized. So it's backed by one-to-one reserves of USD or other fiat currencies held in the bank. Okay, making it very stable, keeping it flatlined. Okay, and crypto collateralized. Over collateralized with volatile assets like ETH, ensuring peg stability. Okay, so Ethereum also has a big piece in why stablecoins exist too. Okay, so that's also where a lot of ETH's value come from, is the fact that it does have something to do with stablecoins. And as far as the algorithmic pegs, rely on supply and demand algorithms to maintain price, make it safe, although it can seem riskier. So fiat-backed solutions, okay? Once again, we do have the USDC and then USDT, okay? And USDT is going to be run on the Tether network, okay? Once again, it's going to be on the Tether network, USDT, hence the T at the end, okay? And it was launched in 2014, okay? With a 96 billion market cap in 2025, and it's widely used but criticized for opaque reserves, okay? And what reserves are people worrying about if it crashes, are people going to get their money back? Is there going to be something to save the market? Okay, so that's why people also really trust the USDC, which is going to be on the Circle network, okay, which has transparent audits, which you can see their finances, regulated reserves, okay, and let's talk about that. So regulated means that something has laws, okay? And that's what we're going to be looking for, okay? If you've ever heard the term unregulated, whatever is unregulated for the most part has no laws and it's people controlled, okay? Okay, so unregulated has no laws and it's people controlled, but regulated, it has laws, okay? And the market role. Together, USDT and USDC process over 1 million in monthly transactions together. So eventually in the future, we might even see it start replacing the dollar, inshallah. Okay, so crypto collateralized stablecoins, DAI and DeFi. MakerDAO. DAI is issued by MakerDAO, backed by ETH and other crypto assets with over collateralization. So ETH has a lot of style value, especially as stablecoins become more popular. Okay, so ETH, that's why it's been making new all-time highs, okay? Because people are figuring out how valuable it truly is, okay? And decentralized. Unlike USDT and USDC, DAI is not governed by a single company, but is governed by DAO participants, okay? And resilience. Maintain its USD peg through multiple market crashes, proving the robustness of decentralized models. Okay, so when market was in a downtrend, a lot of these stablecoins were just staying flat. Okay, leaving people confident to invest. And if they were, just slight dips and raises. Okay, and algorithms make the stablecoins, innovation and collapse. So they rely on smart contracts, adjusting supply and demand to keep the peg, which means they're highly fragile and loss of confidence can trigger spirals. Okay. And Terra USD had a collapse in 2022, which raised 40 billion in market value, shaking trust in algorithms and designs. Okay, but as of 2025, things are getting a lot bigger. Things are getting a lot better. Technology is getting more advanced, and it seems that even government bodies are trusting crypto a lot more. Okay, so stablecoin market and adoption, global growth trends. So stablecoins exceeded 130 billion in market cap by 2025. Market cap equals the value of something. Okay, so the higher the market cap, the higher the value something has. Okay, so if you're ever wondering if something is valuable or not, take a look at its market cap. Okay, but sometimes you could find something valuable, such as like a meme coin or something like that, which has a low market cap. Okay, and then you can go ahead and catch the low and catch the whole burst up. Okay, and trading dominance. Over 70% of all trades are executed using stablecoins. Okay, so stablecoins are being used in a lot of peer-to-peer transactions, person-to-person transactions with no middleman involved, just about sending straight bread. Okay, don't make it more difficult than it needs to be, please. So, transparency issues. USDT is criticized for unclear reserve backing despite massive usage. Okay, and as laws get passed and things become more regulated, inshallah, we're going to be able to see new all-time highs continue to be broken. Okay, which is leaving everyone a happy smile on their face, because inshallah, everyone should be making good bread. Okay. And system of risks. Consecration of liquidity in few stablecoins possess risks to global markets. Okay, but don't let that make you guys unconfident in your coin. Just believe in it, stay strong, and hold it down. Okay, and the future of stablecoins. So even central banks worldwide are testing digital currencies to rival stablecoins, because banks don't want to fall off. They're trillion-dollar industries, billion-dollar industries, and they want to compete with the way crypto is going. Okay, and DeFi integration. DAI and decentralized stablecoins offer censorship-resistant alternatives. And hybrid future, the likely coexistence of state-backed and decentralized options shaping digital finance. So you're going to have ways to send either Zelle, cryptocurrency, whatever in the future. Okay, and honestly, Zelle, Cash App, and stuff like that might even be obsolete, especially as stablecoins become more popular. Okay, because stuff like Zelle, Cash App, cryptocurrency, everything is so tracked, and you could actually get banned and stuff like that, and security locked, hacked, etc. So if people feel like the crypto is more secure, then over time, just like time's been happening, we're going to see way more crypto payments happening. Okay, in conclusion, why USDT, USDC, and DAI even matter? So USDT and USDC power the majority of crypto transactions globally on a basic level, because some people do not want to deal with the fluctuations unless they decide to invest. And they also don't want to go ahead and immediately withdraw it to their bank account. And decentralization. DAI-proof stablecoins can exist without centralized control. And together, they shape how money moves in digital economies. So, inshallah, God wills, stay prayed up. Don't ever give up. Keep going hard. Achieve your goals. And just love yourself. Love your loved ones. And be disciplined. Thank you for coming for this education. StackMODE.net for all trading education. I offer a free trading mentorship call. You can catch my trades, get my free ebook course, all that. Let's get in stack mode. Let's grind hard. I love you guys so much. Stay prayed up to God, most importantly. Keep grinding. Peace.